So, where we left off, I did leave it off. It's been a little bit since I since I played the world last, so it's basement. Up next is basement. That was my plan. Now, re-basement design, I've been thinking, I thought the raw brimstone looked quite nice for a floor, and then pillars of basalt with the main walls being made of cobblestone with mossy cobblestone at the bottom. I think that would be pretty cool. I don't really. The slate's a bit too brown, um, so I'm gonna stick with this. But it does mean I need more blackstone. So I think first things first, I'm going to run into a cactus. I need food. There we go. I probably should sort out at some point a nicer food source than apples and carrots, but for the time being, it's suits me well. Oops, I shouldn't need too much anyway. I probably should have slabified the sandstone that went into my floors as well, but what can you do about it? Because in another world, the red rock bricks are quite red. I find that quite vibrant, so definitely want to do something with that. Although honestly, I think for that we'd be better off doing the building in the Nether. Rather than in the overworld, because the kind of like hellish red suits here great. Or even as a portal structure or something like that. So, Mido. Just wants to get down. I am going to need to sleep. A little bit of sandstone to fix that area around the floor. I might make sandstone stairs to ease the transition a little bit. Need a bit more than that. Might need to make a new shovel actually. I should probably just make a little area where I clear out for sandstone. Flatten this bit. That seems like a good spot to work off of. Still without leaving aesthetics or, well, I've already done more effort than it would be just to do it right the first time. Okay. That's probably loads. I'll just do some of this underneath here, and then cover the rest back up. Movies. Like I was never here. I was gonna say, got a little bit of a cough at the moment, so if I sound a bit funny, that's why. But hopefully it's not too bad in recording. Okay. So if I put 2 there, then replace you 2 with something like that. Yeah, I need to go make a new shovel. Perfect. I should also make the ladders now, so I don't have to keep pillaring back out. Oh, I already had lots in my inventory. I'm a fool. Yeah, that's absolutely tons. Ooh. That is a hole. Oh, no it's not. But it was a hole at the outside. It is not. Good stuff. Limestone. I should look into doing something with limestone as well, actually. I'm so excited about all this new rock that we have in this here ReIndev. Just because having different stone types to experiment with is one of my favorite things to do in modders, because I don't know, it just means you can give something a kind of unique texture that you... Do I want sandstone in the ceiling or not? I don't think so. I think that would be a bit funny for the aesthetic I'm going for down here. Okay. Now, I don't mind it going a little bit behind the house, but I don't... no, because there's a hill behind it, so it's fine. Make it nice and big. Again, basement's for shoving all the stuff we don't want to see. Oop. Which is not any reason not to make it look nice. It's just... it's less of a key aesthetic point than the upper part of the house. Form over function and all that. I might cut for a bit and get some of this excavation done, and I will come back to you in a sec. Okie dokes, we're space is hollowed out. I leveled out a bit of the roof, so I thought it was kind of interesting. But especially with that weird lighting error, first things first, scan the structure, maybe even move chests down to get started with, so just make everything a little bit easier. I will say I'm actually definitely liking how this is coming together. I think the blackstone was a good pull for the floor, if I may say so myself, although I definitely need a lot too many of these. We shall worry about that another time. Actually, you can make... sorry, it's not blackstone, it's brimstone. To make these, I might do some edging on the floor. With something like that. The ladders behave a little strangely. I suspect that there's some, like... if I go up and then... yeah, I'm like bobbing on it. I don't know if that's normal old Minecraft stuff or if that's something new and improved. I can't really tell. But nonetheless. Yeah, I definitely think some of that nice trim can go in around here. And that is awesome. Okay, I like that. As you can see, there was a lot more sandstone and limestone and stuff down here, so that's going to be nice to work with. For the roof, can you make basalt slabs? Smooth basalt or something? Make basalt bricks. Maybe that'll be nice for the roof? But obviously this isn't enough, but I'm just texture testing at the moment. It's very dark. I don't like that lighting error, that's such a shame. I guess I could put on the lower half and I just have to have some extra transition stuff here, but... I'm not so sure about that as a roof. Looks too much like an outdoor roof, I think. Maybe even just wood planks? Wood planks on cobble or something? Maybe. So obviously the floor above is sandstone, so it would be most cohesive, but I don't like the underside texture of sandstone that much. At least not here. So, I don't know. I think I will give wood a try, or maybe like cobble primarily and then like a layer of wood underneath. Also wait, can I make chisels? No. Always worth checking. So like if I more there for a sec, avoid lighting errors, do some of this, and then into that I embed let's say logs maybe? How does that feel? It's nice, it's just very cobbly. What other rocks do I have at my disposal? I'm not doing bricks. I don't think slate's gonna work. I suspect then maybe just wood planks. Oh, give me back my cobble slabs. Yeah, sorry for holding you on this for so long. I just want to walk through the creative process, as it were. So, oh my god, my inventory is full of junk. Okay, I probably don't need that. Hang on, because I don't want to use it. I don't need anything with that. And hang on to that. Don't need that. Probably not more sandstone. And there we go. Okay, more space. How does that feel? I think that's nice. I think I'll do 2 strips on the log. Does that feel nice? Is there... Yeah, I think that works. Although, that's not going to be symmetrical. That's going to annoy me. So, 1, 2, it's centered on 2, so it'd be better if I move this over by 1. So this on 1s, then the other one on 2s. Well, does that make any sense? I don't know. Maybe it's just my brain. In my brain. But I've got an idea, and I think the idea may just work out. So, bear with me. I think that works. I think that is pleasant roof design. A little bit more stripy than maybe I prefer, but it's definitely possible. And it's definitely better than the sandstone. At least in my objectively correct opinion. Nope, that's wrong. I'm not too worried about overcrafting this kind of stuff, because I will ultimately be using a lot of wood stairs, I suspect, throughout the course of my time in this world. Do I want full block there? No, that looks a bit dumb. Math? Yes. What if? What if? What if? I stuck. I'm just gonna stick a placeholder block of slate there for a sec. And then did a pillar here. Is that really annoying? Is that really in the way and annoying? It's a little bit annoying. What could I put here? Chiseled sandstone does not exist yet. Good to know. No. I am conflicted on this one. Well, for now at least, I can fill in the rest of the roof, and then we'll come back to this at the end of that process. Okay. Okay. What if I made some wooden stairs? You may be entitled to compensation. How does that feel? No, that border. I don't hate it. I do not hate it. I do not hate it? Who knows? And I'm gonna go out on a limb for this one and say we don't need both of these to be kind of a little helper. What if I put you backwards? And went down like this. That feels pretty good, I think. Yeah. Oh, I really like that. I've now spent the entirety of this video building a basement, but I am very happy with how it came out. Um, do I want to put some basalt in the walls? I don't think so. I think that might be a bit much, but I will fix the way that these torches are oriented. One underneath each of those. I'll just do it like this. Or if I do it close to the roof, I mean I can fit the chests underneath the torches actually, so I'll probably do that instead. Do. Epic. Moving the chests down is boring. You've already seen me futz around with moving chests, so I shall spare you all the gory details of that one. That was a good cutting off point, especially because I kept you all so long after the last one. I'll make it up somehow. So I'll do this whole shebang in between episodes, and I will come back to you next one with a nice new storage area to work out of, and from that point onwards, I think we can start getting started on our next grand adventure into the Nether. So yes, I shall see you all in the next one.